What's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint, and we're here with another statue unboxing and review. This is the XM Studios Gambit statue. Always a good day when we can add another X-Men character to the display. Before we get started, hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel and hit the notification bell. We're giving away a Supergirl Premium Format exclusive by Sideshow Collectibles once we hit 90,000 subscribers. We're almost there, so stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll let you know what you got to do to enter. For now, let's go ahead and get Gambit out of the box. Alright, you got your traditional XM Studios packaging. This is number 26 out of 800. So, very low edition number. We have this black envelope, and this is going to have the art print as well as, not the instructions, but I think where the pieces go inside of the box. So let's take a look at that. Yep, sure enough, 2 layers. But this is kind of, just where everything goes. And then here we have the art print. That looks awesome. Same pose as the actual statue. Very cool. XM continues to provide these art prints for free with the statue. So, very, very nice. Alright, let's take a look at all the pieces individually. Let's start with the head sculpts. So the first portrait here, this is my favorite one, the one that I'm probably going to be using. I like how he has like that headgear. You can see the different shininess around the border of it, and then it gets to be more of a matte look around his neck. Got the red eyes, the hair kind of flowing in the wind. Then we have the alternate head portrait, so he's got his hair down here. Same kind of eyes. Got the facial hair stubble. Nice alternative. Here we got the card wave. We got this nice pink look to it, the kinetic energy, charging up the cards. Almost has a royal flush here. He's missing one card. There we go. That's the missing card. You got the jack in this other switch out hand. Alright, we got a couple of arms. You got the brown jacket. The hand sculpted in one. Switch out part there. Alright, then we have this hand with a switch out bow staff. Metallic staff. Got the classic gloves with the fingers let loose so he can use his mutant power. Got the fingernails sculpted in. Then we just have some straps to his jacket. Some pieces to the base. And a piece of the Sentinel for the base, which they really did a great job with this paint job here. This really shiny, metallic, yet weathered pink. Alright, the second layer, you see we were fortunate enough to get one of the little nameplate stands. Comes in this nice little leather box with the XM logo on it. And then here we are, the Gambit little metal stand with the little kickstand thing. So you could display it next to the statue. Alright, what else do we have here? So we have the top part of Gambit's torso. I really like the paint job on the brown coat and on the pink top half, I guess his torso. You see the muscle definition there. Blue metallic. You got the X buttons going on the sides. Little zipper details. That looks cool. Then we got the bottom half of the torso. Pretty surprised they ended up splitting it in half, but I guess because of the cape and maybe because of how tall it was. But that looks good. We got a piece of the Sentinel. Awesome paint job again. This is part of the base. And the base itself, which we'll take a better look at when we do the 360 view. Alright guys, now that we have everything on the table, we can start with the assembly. So let's get Gambit put together. Alright, so we have Gambit almost assembled. I don't know where this goes, how these buckles go in, or how this blast goes in. So I'm going to have to look at a few pictures and then we'll get them together. Alright guys, we figured it out. I actually went to XM Studios YouTube to look at their assembly video. So the small little wire I couldn't figure out actually goes right here. So that's why that had me thrown off. And then there are 2 belt buckles. There's one of them that has a square on the pouch, so that the wave can go through the belt and into his back. So that's how we have it going here, man. Looks great. Before we jump into the review, let's get a little bit of background on Gambit. Gambit is a character in Marvel Comics. He is a mutant and part of the X-Men team. His real name is Remy LeBeau, and he first appeared as a cameo in Uncanny X-Men Annual 14. Then he had his first full appearance in Uncanny X-Men 266, which would be the more sought after of the key issues. This was in August of 1990, and he was created by writer Chris Claremont and artist Jim Lee. Gambit is from New Orleans, and he grew up as part of the Thieves Guild. He's skilled in hand-to-hand combat, and his mutant power allows him to charge objects with kinetic energy, which then he can throw and they'll explode. Being that he was part of the Thieves Guild growing up, he wasn't trusted by the X-Men initially, but eventually became part of the team. Alright, so this is how I plan to display Gambit. He has his iconic bow staff, he's got the big wave of cards he's throwing, and he has the portrait that I prefer. So we'll do a review, and then we'll take a look at him with the switch out options. We're going to start at the base, and this has a compact Sentinel battle diorama scene. You have the rocky base on the bottom, you have kind of these big thrusters here, and then parts of what could look like fingers or just panels from the Sentinel. It has a very nice bright pink and blue metallic finish on those Sentinel pieces, but they also look weathered, they obviously look damaged, and it's meant to companion with some of their other X-Men like Cyclops. The base has a lot of different colors going on because those thrusters have a gray look, they have a bronze copperish look, and a teal look at the end. Then you have the dark grays of the rock, you have these wires coming out that even have the internal wires poking through, exposed wires if you will. So a lot of nice things going on with the base. Moving up to Gambit, he's got a semi-dynamic pose. I always like to think that he's getting ready to jump, which is why his legs lifted up and why the cards are being thrown upwards, his hair is being moved upwards. I don't know, he could look like he's coming down. I think either way can kind of make sense. But he has great paint applications too. Looking at his boots, I like that metallic, dull look that they have. Moving up to the blue pants with those pink stripes, the iconic Gambit outfit. We saw those close-ups of his brown trench coat, and it really plays a nice contrast with the bright blues and pinks. I like that torso area. He's got like that honeycomb texture design on that panel. You have his abdominals poking through, and then the chest guard. That belt buckle does add a lot of movement and realism to the statue, so I do think that was a good look. Then you have that kinetic wave. I think it's crucial to show off their mutant abilities in these statues, so anytime they're able to do that, I think they really nail it, and I think they did here. Not only are they showing his acrobatic nature, his bow staff, but the fact that he can charge objects with kinetic energy and use them as projectiles. There was some controversy in the statue community about the change of the wave from the prototype, which I guess it was maybe more curved or more angled or pointing upwards, because the card on the bottom does kind of launch from like below his waist there. And I can see the nitpicks, but to be honest, if I didn't compare them, I probably wouldn't have even noticed it. Alright, and then yeah, like I said, that's my favorite portrait. I just love that headgear look where it makes it look real smooth around the sides and the back of his head, but his hair is free coming out of the top there. Alright, let's go ahead and do the switch outs. We're going to get rid of the kinetic wave. We're going to put on the solo Jack of Spades, switch out the trench coat belt, and the head sculpt. That does look good as well though, because this portrait has more of a serious tone in his face, whereas the other one has kind of a smirk. I do agree with the comments from the community that this should have been more of in a row, right? Ace, King, Queen, Jack, and maybe the 10 in his hand, or maybe 10, Jack, Queen, King, and then the Ace in his hand. I don't know why they wanted to go solo with the Jack if that's supposed to reference anything, but You know, minor nitpick, no big deal. I still think it's a great piece. It doesn't really take away from it whatsoever. So let's go ahead and get some measurements on this guy. He's just a little bit over 24 inches tall. The width of the base is about 12 inches. And the depth is about 10 inches. So, smaller footprint. That's something that XM Studios vowed to do with the X-Men line, which were some of the complaints from the Spider-Man line. Although it was a great line, they had huge bases, very heavy and expensive shipping costs, and just took up a lot of real estate. But, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for Gambit. Overall, I like the piece. I can't wait to add it to the wall there. Let me know what you think about him in the comments down below. Like I said, we're almost at 90,000 subscribers, and once we hit that milestone, we're going to be giving away this Supergirl Premium Format exclusive by Sideshow Collectibles. All you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and drop a comment on this video. Once we hit 90K, I'm going to pick a random video where this giveaway was promoted, and we're going to use a random YouTube comment generator to draw a winner, and you can be worldwide. So, yeah, we're going to hit that pretty soon. Make sure to comment on as many videos as possible so that you have a better chance to win. And stay tuned at the end. I'm going to throw up a playlist with more statue unboxing and reviews. Thanks for watching. You guys stay minty fresh. Peace.